Good morning and welcome to Maryland Today. My name is Jeff St. Pierre, and joining me today are one of our good friends, Wendy Goldband. She's the Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the Baltimore Humane Society. Wendy, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for coming by.
Always good to be here.
You enjoying the winter so far? You're making it through?
Sort of. I wouldn't mind somebody to come shovel my snow for me, though.
Wouldn't we all like that, huh? Well, a lot of stuff always going on in the Baltimore Humane Society, but I think we should probably start just by giving a little background information about the Baltimore Humane Society. What's it all about? Where can people find you? Things like that.
Right. Baltimore Humane Society is a private, nonprofit, independent, no-kill animal shelter. We're in Reisterstown, so we are a little bit off the beaten path on 365 acres. So we have a lot of ground to do a lot of nice things, including some great events like Dog Fest in September and all that.
Yeah.
But we are private, and that's really important, and nonprofit. So any money that comes to us goes right back to the animals. We're a business that wants to go out of business. And we are, because we're private, we don't get funding from outside sources like the government. We're not part of the county. We are not Baltimore County Animal Services. We also don't get funding, which a lot of people don't realize, from the Humane Society of the United States or from any other national humane society. So we rely solely on donations and our events to keep our doors open.
And you've got a couple of events coming up that are also fun. That's the thing that I like about, that I love about what you guys do, is that you hold events as fundraisers, but they're always a lot of fun. They're very entertaining, and it's a good time for everybody who's coming out to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, I'm an out-of-the-box thinker, and I get bored very easily. So I try and change things up a bit.
Well, before we talk about a couple of big events that you do have coming up here, Wendy, let's talk a little bit about the services that you offer at the Humane Society, too, because it's not just about adopting animals. You also have other services that people can bring their animals in for.
Yes. Well, of course, yes. You can adopt an animal from us.
Yes.
We have dogs, cats, and rabbits, guinea pigs, and other small furry animals. No reptiles, no birds.
Okay.
But we also have our pet cemetery, our memorial park, with free bereavement counseling services. The first Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m., we've got a free pet bereavement counseling group, a support group that's run by certified bereavement counselors. And anybody can come to that. It doesn't matter if your pet is buried with us or not. So we have that. We also have our low-cost spay, neuter, and vaccine clinic. Okay. And that is for people who probably can't normally afford the fees at a local veterinarian. So we make some services low cost for you to keep your animal healthy and also spayed or neutered, which is so important. Yeah. And if we're going to go out of business, we need you guys to get those animals spayed or neutered. We also have a pet food bank.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, it's our Be More Kind Pet Food Bank, and we do that because there are people out here who unfortunately are hit with hard times, who have pets and are finding it very difficult to support themselves, much less pay for the food for their pet. We don't want them to have to surrender. It's a horrible emotional time.
And you hear that a lot. That I feel like that story pops up a lot when people are surrendering their animal. It's because they can't afford things like food for the animal. And
that's right. That's right. So we want you to be able to hold on to your pet. This is your companion, your best friend, your support in many ways. We want you to hold on to that animal. We don't want it ending up in a shelter. So if by giving you food for a month or 2 or 3 months to help you through that hard time is what it takes, then we're all for it, and we do our best to be able to provide what you need. Now, I will say this, though. We need help because we cannot keep that food bank stocked.
Sure.
It's amazing. We get tons and tons of food donated, and I turn around, and the next week, I'm being asked to ask for more food from people. We just run out so quickly.
Well, if you want to be able to help the Baltimore Humane Society, a financial donation is always great, or coming out to one of the events that we're going to talk about is fantastic. But coming by, dropping off some food for the animal food bank is also very helpful. It's a very important thing that you guys can use.
Any kind of food, and honestly, even if it's an open bag, we will take it.
That's great.
And treats, too. And just for the animals at the shelter alone, we can really use a lot of soft-type treats. Okay. We don't get many of those nice soft ones.
Okay.
And the animals like that.
Great. If people are looking to find more information, what's the website they go to?
BeMoreHumane.org.
The letter B, morehumane.org. Okay, Wendy, let's talk about a couple of these events here. It is January, but Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and you have got a very special event planned for Valentine's Day. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yes, well, we are holding the second year for this. It's our Bow Wow Meow Chapel of Love.
I love it. I love it.
So because Valentine's Day is landing on a weekend, and it did land on a weekend last year, we decided to repeat this event because we're opening it up to the public. Years prior to that, we did pet weddings. But this time around, what we are doing is having people come and take forever friendship vows with their pet.
Okay.
And it can be any kind of pet. Last year, somebody brought in one of those dragons. I forget what they're called exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
Lots of cats last year and lots of dogs, and that's fine. The idea behind this is obvious. When you adopt a pet, it should be a lifetime commitment. Mm-hmm. So this sort of emphasizes that fact. Here's a time to remember, yes, you are my pet and my friend, and you're with me for life. And what's really especially nice is people who bring their kids.
Yeah.
Because the kids would participate in the ceremony and they learn, yeah, this is really important. My pet is a permanent part of my life and we are friends forever. And it was really sweet with the kids. We have a forever friendship certificate that everybody signs, including the pets. They sign it as well with their paws. Yeah. Yes. Even the dragon signed one.
That's
I'm
great.
telling you, it was so funny. And we have each person, you sign up for your own individual ceremony. We have real officials who are holding the ceremonies and giving the vows out to you, and you can bring your own vows as well. And so it's like in 15-minute increments that we have people come. And at the end, of course, you'll get a little cake because what's a ceremony without cake?
Of course, you got to have cake, yeah.
And you get a photograph. So we have John Milliker Photography who comes, and they are taking professional photos. So these will be Valentine's photos with your pets.
That's great.
And they're printed on the spot. So
this is Sunday, Valentine's Day, February 14th. And what's the time frame?
12 to 3, but if we get a whole lot of people like we did last year, we'll extend the time and maybe start it a little earlier as well. But we ask for the ceremonies, if that's what you're signing up for, to please sign up ahead of time so we can fit you into the time slot. So you have your reserved time. So they can email me. My email address is goldband, GOLDBAND, at BeMoreHumane.org, or they can call me, 410-833-8848, and I'm at extension 202, so they can call and reserve.
Okay, great. Again, that email address is goldband at BeMoreHumane.org if you'd like to take part in the Bow Wow Meow Chapel of Love on Valentine's Day this year at the Baltimore Humane Society in Reisterstown. Sounds like a lot of fun.
And that's not all that's happening that day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give me more.
So we're charging $15 to do the ceremony and get your photos.
And the money goes to the Baltimore Humane Society,
right to
straight
the
to the
animals.
animals. Yeah.
Now, if you don't want to do a ceremony, but you'd like to have a Valentine's pet photo, just come on in. You don't need to sign up ahead of time for that. That's $10 for your photo. And you can always order extras, of course. We won't stop you from doing that. And we're also going to have a caricature artist there.
Oh, great.
And that'll be $5 if you want to have a caricature drawn. So we have all sorts of things going on. There will be flute players playing for the ceremonies, so they'll be serenading everybody all day long.
You think of everything.
They're from the Delaney Flute Ensemble. So it's just a lot of fun. It's all decorated up. It's great. It's great.
If you want to find out some more details about this, are they all on the website right now?
Yes.
BeMoreHumane.org. This great event is happening on February 14th. Again, that's Valentine's Day. But Wendy, we got another really big event, a really big thing you guys do all the time every year, a fantastic event, Black Tie and Tails Gala. Tell me more about this.
Right. So this is our annual Gala fundraising event. This is a little more formal than the Bow Wow Meow Chapel.
Gala. I never know how to say it. I always throw it out.
Whatever it is, it's fine.
Okay.
So, yes, that is going to be held on March 19th at the Grand Lodge in Hunt Valley. Mm-hmm. So you do need to buy your tickets ahead of time for this. And this is a formal event, but what makes this event especially fun and different is that you can bring along as your guest, in addition to a human, your pet. So we have people who bring their dogs dressed up in tuxedos and gowns. It is so much fun.
I've seen some pictures, and they look incredible.
Yeah, you see the people out on the dance floor with their dogs. They're dancing with their dogs. It's hilarious. So, it's a real lot of fun. Jamie Costello from Channel 2
great.
WMAR is our host for the evening. We have a silent and a live auction, and AJ Billig is our auctioneer.
Okay.
We will have all sorts of fun items to bid on. We're also going to have a wine wall, which is kind of an interesting, fun game where you grab a bottle of wine and you don't know which one you're getting. It might be the $10, or it might be the much more expensive bottle of wine.
Oh, okay.
We have the Baltimore Photo Social booth there for some fun, and let me see, live band.
Okay, great.
The New Legacy Jazz Band will be playing, and they're terrific. They're really great, and they play dance music. It's not just like the traditional jazz.
Yeah, they keep it upbeat. They keep it fun.
Yeah. We're also going to have a spirits tasting bar during the cocktail hour, so that should be a lot of fun.
Always sounds like a good time, this event. I got to go to one of these one year.
Yeah, it's really great.
I need to get an animal first. I
It's
can start with the animal, and then we go to the black tie.
It's okay. You can be the animal for the night. It's fine.
That's fine. Putting a tuxedo on me will probably look a lot like putting one on a dog anyway. It's probably just as difficult to make it happen.
Come to the tasting bar and you're all set. You're an animal.
There we go. March 19th is when this takes
yes,
place.
and we have a special honoree for the evening.
Okay.
So this year we are honoring Robert McClintock as our animal welfare hero.
Why do I know that name?
He is our local artist here in Baltimore, the digital photography artist. He has a studio down in Fells Point.
Okay.
And I know you will recognize his work if you see it. He's done all sorts of photo paintings of Baltimore.
Okay.
I know he just did something of Johns Hopkins Hospital. He does a lot of animals. He's got series of dogs and cats that he's done.
Sounds like a perfect fit then.
He's terrific. He's really an advocate for the bully breeds especially and anti-animal abuse. He was part of the Soft Side campaign.
Okay.
He has given us works to auction off in past years, and our shelter is decorated with a lot of his paintings up on the walls. So he's a great guy, and we're real honored to have him.
Well, we're talking about the Black Tie and Tails Gala. It's happening on March 19th, and more details can be found at bemorehumane.org. That's the website for the Baltimore Humane Society. Tickets generally sell out for this event, correct?
Yes.
So if you're interested in doing this, you should probably take advantage of this pretty quick here.
Yeah. Now, we have an early bird ticket price.
Okay.
So you have to buy your tickets before March 5th before they go up.
Okay.
Now, this is not an inexpensive event for some people. It's $129 for the early bird ticket.
Okay. But it's, again, the money is going straight to the animals at the Baltimore Humane Society. This is your big fundraiser for the year, essentially. Yeah.
This is a sit-down dinner.
Yeah.
You're being
you get
served.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's dancing, dinner, the auctions, the entertainment that we have. So it's a fun night. And
I always like to tell people, you're putting some money towards a fantastic cause, but you're also having a great time as well.
Yes.
So I think it's all worth it.
Yeah, we want to make sure you have a good time so you come back next year, too.
Absolutely, yeah. BeMoreHumane.org is where you will go to find out more information. Now, Wendy, we're running out of time here, but before the interview started, you and I were chatting about a special animal that is at the Humane Society right now, the Baltimore Humane Society.
Yes, we have a larger dog. His name is Governor. He's been with us for well over a year now. He's a terrific dog. We're all very sad that he is still with us. Governor is actually one of the brightest dogs we have ever had with us. He's extremely smart. He's also extremely active. He does agility. So if anybody is into agility, this is the dog you want. But also if you're a person who is like an outdoors person, likes to go on hikes and runs, he is your partner, guaranteed. He will love it. You will love having him with you. He's the perfect companion for a person like that. He's not good with younger children. We tend to shy away from that.
Okay.
But otherwise, he's a fabulous dog. We please people come in, meet Governor, get to know him, and see if he's a good fit for you. We want to get him into a good home and one that he'll be happy in.
Yeah, well, Governor's there looking for some love. A lot of other animals are there as well.
Yes.
If you want to stop by, you can find all the information that you need at bemorehumane.org. Wendy, we are pretty much out of time. This happens every time I have you in here.
Much.
No, it's okay because there's a lot to talk about, and I love your passion for what you do. So I wish we had a lot more time to sit here and chat about the Baltimore Humane Society. Unfortunately, we do not, but we'll have to get you back in here again sometime soon.
Thank you.